Hey guys, today I am going to be showing you how to make the cutest little Valentine Day earrings. And these are actually made out of leather fabric. Okay, so these are the earrings that I'm going to be showing you how to make today. So I did these in the pink color and with the little heart inserts. Now you can do these with the full teardrop, and then you could use the permanent adhesive vinyl to do the little hearts to put them on there. But I wanted something that once I was done in Cricut cutting it out, all I had to do was apply the hardware and be done with it. Okay. So these are really, really cute little earrings. There's nothing on the back. However, you could double up and put something on the back, or put two of these together to make them thicker. But I like them exactly the way they are. I'm one of those people that I don't like anything heavy on my ears. So I tend to go with lighter. Okay. Now my ears aren't for pierce. I wear clips, so I can't put these on to show you, but that's why I have them on the little board like this. But without further ado, we're going to go into Cricut Design Space and I'm going to show you how to make these really, really quickly. Okay. I would say you could make these in less than 10 minutes, maybe 5. But for me, I'm doing a lot of talking and explaining, so that's why it seems like it's longer, but I made these in no time at all. The hardware is already together, so all I had to do was just pop it into the little opening that we're going to have Cricut to cut all that out for us. And the fabric that I'm using, the leather fabric that I'm using, I'm going to take these off. The leather fabric that I'm using, I ordered off of Amazon. It actually came with I think it's like 24 colors, and this is it. Look at that, guys. Just about any color I could possibly think of that I wanted to use for earrings or what have you. But I ordered these off of Amazon for $16.98. Just imagine how many pairs of earrings you could make, guys, with these. $16.98 from Blue Hand Cart, 24 pieces. 24. All right. And they came really quick. I cut these using the fine point blade, and I'll show you how I adjusted the settings in Cricut Design Space so that I could use the fine point blade. I've seen a couple of tutorials where people were using the rotary. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It did not cut properly for me. I mean, it cut, but there were some places where it didn't quite connect. It was too much. So I had to adjust it to what works for me, and hopefully it'll work for you too. So again, I'm using the fine point blade. I am not using anything special, but I'm going to show you the material setting that I'm using in Cricut Maker. Now, I'm not sure how this would transfer over or translate over to the Explore Air 2 because I don't have the Explore Air 2. But if you have the Explore Air and you've tried this, chime in the comments and let me know. And that way I can share that information on. But yeah, so I wanted to just give a little bit of inspiration to you guys before I start this project. I know sometimes crafters, you get down on yourself because you forgot to mirror. Okay. And what I mean by that is it called for heat transfer. You have to mirror the image so that when you iron it on, it's going in the right direction. Well, you forgot to mirror. So now you have an image or you have something you can't do anything with, but iron it on and wear it as a nice shirt or give it to someone as a gag gift. Okay. But product is money, especially if you're selling that item to someone and you made that type of mistake. So I wanted to be an inspiration to you guys to let you know that I am not an expert. I am not. Okay. I'm just someone that enjoys crafting. I have a background in learning and development for the last 30 years. And so I love teaching people how to do things. And I talk with my hands, as you can see. So that should be an indication that I must be in learning and development. I don't know. But anyway, but I wanted to tell you that I'm not an expert. I'm just someone that loves to craft. I started out crafting. It was hard to get people to share their knowledge with you, and to get consistent information from someone so that you can learn from a single source. Because sometimes it's hard learning from multiple sources because, as I show you guys, there's so many different ways that you can get to the end result of something. It's just like if you were traveling to Walmart or to Kroger's or Hobby Lobby, yeah, baby, um, or to a craft store. There's multiple ways that you can get there. Okay, so there's multiple ways that you can do things inside Cricut Design Space. I'm sure Silhouette Studio, and other software. So it doesn't mean that someone gave you the wrong answer. They just gave you a different way to get there. Okay, as long as the end result is the same, we're all good. So I brought that up. I'm gonna put a little gloss on because my lips feel a little dry. I'm dry, y'all. Put a little gloss on these things. Sorry I'm doing this on the video, but I just told y'all I ain't no expert. Okay, now I feel better. All right, so anyway, I wanted to share with you guys. I'm not the expert, so I'm going to tell you a story. So, um, for my grandson's birthday, my son had asked me to make him a Falcons t-shirt because he likes the Atlanta Falcons. Now, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised 1964, and that tells you how old I am. I'm 57, and I'm proud of it. Okay, so we got that out of the way. So, um, but I've never cared for sports. I'm not a sports person. Became a cheerleader just because I want to wear the little short skirts. Yeah, because my mother wouldn't let me wear them otherwise. But long story short, he asked me to make Atlanta Falcons shirt for my grandson. And so I got up early one morning and I'm on it. I'm going to do sublimation because it lasts longer than vinyl. I didn't want to worry about no fabric transfer where he could feel it on the t-shirt. So I decided I'm going to do sublimation. I got the polyester, 100% polyester shirts ready to go and got my ink, everything. And so I started searching for images on Google. And I was like, oh, this image right here is the bomb diggy. I haven't seen this one. He's going to love it. And this is the image. Yo, the basketball did tell me that that was not the Atlanta Falcons. Because the Atlanta Falcons is not a basketball team. Football. I don't know who this belongs to. Yeah, it is so funny to me. But I was like, I am not going to get rid of this shirt. So I'm just gonna wear it and rock it like I know what it represents, but I don't. And since I had the shirt on, I thought it was befitting for me to tell you guys that story and to share with you that sometimes we're dealt lemons in our lives when we're crafting, and let's just make lemonade. So this is my lemonade, y'all, the Falcons. Okay, when my son saw it, he was cracking up. He was like, Mom, I'm gonna put you in a nursing home, it's time. It never dawned on me, guys, the whole time that that was not the Atlanta Falcons. Okay, so we got that out of the way. So now let's get back to these beautiful, cute little earrings that you're going to be able to make. And I'm going to show you how to make them in Cricut Design Space. And like I said, when you make your own, you can make these in less than 5 minutes, though, seriously. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into Cricut. Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the bell notification in the top right-hand corner to be made aware anytime I upload tutorials or videos to YouTube. All right, let's craft together. Okay guys, I'm going to show you how to make the earrings now in Cricut Design Space. And it's actually only 3 shapes that you're going to need to make these earrings. So let me go back here just for a second. And I'm going to open up a different project because I saved it. Alrighty. Got some other images in here that are created for my Facebook group. So give me 1 second. It's going to take a minute for it to come up here because it's a lot of little sayings for Valentine's Day. Alrighty. Okay, so here we are in Cricut Design Space, and I'm going to go to the earrings here. So these are the earrings. So you're only going to need 3 shapes, and the shapes you're going to need is a teardrop, a circle, and a heart, okay, to accomplish this. So the first thing we're going to do is this shape is not going, this teardrop shape is going to be easily found by going to images instead of utilizing shapes. You can get to it by shapes, but it's just more clicks. We're going to type right into the search field. We're going to type teardrop. And I selected this one. And you're just going to click it and say add to canvas. All right, so we want to make that shape the same size as this shape here, unless, I mean, you can have it whatever size you want, but I made mine 1.652 by 2.347, so 1.652. So I'm going to unlock this block proportions here by clicking it once, and that way I can type what I want to in there. And I don't remember what the second half was, so let me get that 2.347. All right, so we now have the shape, same size as the earrings that I did. And now we're going to get our little circle. So we're going to go to shapes, and we are going to take this circle. And I remember my circle was 0.167. I'm going to make the circle white so that when I put it on top of my teardrop, I can see it easily. So click the circle, and in the width, you're going to type in 0.167 and tab, and it will automatically put the height for you. So it's 0.167 by 0.167. And then bring the both of them together, highlight them both, go to your menu and select Align, Center Horizontally. And then we're going to add our heart. So we're going to go back. Oh, wait, before we add our heart, let's highlight them both. And we're going to go ahead and slice on the bottom right-hand side, select Slice. And the easiest way when you're working with Slice is to actually look at the layers to determine what needs to be deleted. We no longer need this white circle, so we can delete it by clicking on the layers here on the right-hand side. And we no longer need that little black dot, so we're going to click it from the layers panel here, and we're going to delete it. And that leaves us now with our teardrop or our earring with our opening for our hardware. Now all we need to do is add that heart, and we're just going to select that heart. And I don't remember the size of my heart, so give me 1 second because I've already sliced it, so I'm going to have to size this to see what size this heart is. All right, that looks about right. Let's go up. Okay, that's good enough. All right, so your heart is 1.418 by 1.199. The heart is 1.418 in width and the height is 1.199. Once you get your heart, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to change the color again just so I can see it better when I lay it on top of my teardrop here. And then you want to highlight both and go back to your menu, select align and center horizontally. Do not select center vertically unless you want it, more up top, but I didn't want mine more up top. And once you get that, and I'm going to move it just a smidge, because I don't want it too close to this bottom here. So let me make sure that my alignment is good. And now you're going to highlight them both and you're going to slice again, bottom right corner. And then look at your slice results here over on the right side where you have your layers. These are your layers. You have two tabs here. You have a layers tab and you have a color sync tab. So on the layers tab, you want to highlight that white heart and delete it. You want to highlight the black heart or whatever color your heart was if you weren't using black and delete it, and you will be left with your earring. So there we have our earring, and we're going to go ahead and click it and duplicate. And now you have a pair of earrings. Now, if you're going to be doing this or creating these earrings, if it's the possibility that you may be creating them more than once and you don't want to have to go through that step again of creating these, then go ahead and choose to save it so that you will have it, that you could just come back to it and, click on make it and go from there. Okay. So that is how I made these earrings. It doesn't matter what color you select here, guys. It only matters what color material you put in on your mat and place into Cricut. So it doesn't matter the color here. You can select any color here. This is not going to determine what color your finished product is going to be. Okay. All right. So at this point, you're ready to click on make it. I still got one of those sayings in there. All right, you're going to click on make it, and you don't have to do anything from this point other than hit continue. And what I did in order to be able to print, or not print, but to cut this faux leather, I selected this shimmer leather and then I adjusted the pressure. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I did that. You're going to go to browse all material, and then you're going to come all the way down to the bottom and select this material settings. Bottom left, material settings. And you're going to locate that material. Now, this is for the Cricut Maker. I'm not sure how you would get this I'm pretty sure with the Explorer Air 2 that you can get to your material settings, or I'm hoping that you can get to your material settings. I don't have the Explorer, so I've never played around with that one. But the setting that I'm using is the shimmer leather, and it's 1 millimeter. Okay. So what you want to do, if you want to be able to print on this faux leather using the settings that I'm using, you're going to click on edit for that setting, and you're going to change the pressure just by dragging that radio dial. You just drag it over to the left because I think it's initially set at like 263 or something like that. I changed mine to 253. And then I clicked on the number of times that it will cut and I changed it to 2. It was initially 3. And that will allow you to use your fine point blade to cut your faux leather instead of having to use the rotary blade. Okay, so 2 times, fine point blade, 253. Once you make those changes, you're going to click on save. Now, I'm not going to click on save because I haven't changed anything, so I'm just going to hit cancel. And now you should have a shimmer leather one with a pressure of 253 to print, or excuse me, to cut twice using your fine point blade. Okay. Once you do that, you're done here. All you have to do is just make sure that now you select that, and you can favorite it if you don't already have 12 materials saved to your favorites. So when I go here and select browse all material, now I'm going to type in shimmer. And there's my shimmer leather one. And you can see I have it saved to my favorites. Now I can't favorite anything else because you can only favorite 12 materials. And so I can't favorite anything else. But this is the shimmer leather 1mm. That's what I use for the faux leather that I'm working with. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit X, and I'm just going to select it from here. And you do not want to change the pressure. We already have it at the pressure we need it. You're going to click, you're going to go ahead and put your fine point in your clamp B. There should be nothing in clamp A, and you're ready to rock and roll. You're ready to go ahead and insert this into your machine. So I'm going to jump back over to my screen so you can see me. Give me one moment. Guys, here we are. So I'm using the pink mat, which I don't use very often, but I'm using the pink mat, and this is for fabric, okay? And it's super, super sticky. That's the one thing. You want to make sure your mat is super, super sticky, so you can see where I cut the previous earrings out that I showed you. So I'm just going to get me a nice little working area here because there's nothing else that I can do with this. And the little heart inserts, guys, don't get rid of those. You may want to punch a hole in those and make them for a little cutie. So it could be 2 pair of earrings that you're actually making instead of 1 pair. Okay. So I keep the little heart pieces that cut out. I keep those. So I'm going to go ahead, just drop my scissors, and I'm going to load, and you're going to be loading the faux leather. You're going to lay it down on the, you're going to have the soft fabric side facing you, and the leather side is going to be up against your mat. So I'm going to place that down. And you want to make sure it's good and stuck. Now, if your mat is not sticky, some people use the purple mat. If it's not good and sticky, you can put some tape to help hold it down, because once this thing starts cutting, guys, if that fabric is not stuck to that mat, it's going to shift and your earrings are going to be ruined. Okay. All right. So we are ready to go ahead and load our mat. So I'm going to turn this around a little bit, and hopefully you can see my mess over here. But here's my Cricut maker. I'm going to go ahead. The light is flashing to insert my mat. And I'm going to insert that, and then we're going to click to start the cutting. And it's not going to take long at all. It's going to cut twice because you can't change that setting to once, okay? For that material, you can't change it to one. All right, so it's cutting out our little opening for our hardware. Now I just cut out our heart. Now it's doing the outside of the earring. And like I said, it's going to cut twice. And just that quick, release your mat, and it's done. All right, so you can see it did not pull up, rip, or anything. All right, so we are going to So you can see here, pull that up, and so you can see what we got. There is the earring cut out with the little heart, and we're going to pull back the little piece where the opening for your hardware, just like that, cut with no problem using the fine point blade. And we're going to pull up our second one from the mat. There it is. We're going to pull that little opening away, and now we have our little matching earrings. Okay, and then like I said, just take the hearts, and I'm saving them because I know I'm going to come up with something I want to use these for. So I just take those off the mat, and that's it, guys. It's just that simple. It is just that simple. There were no issues whatsoever. For me, that fine point blade handles this material like a champ with those settings of shimmer, using the shimmer leather. And I think I told you guys where I got this fabric from. I ordered it off of Amazon, and let me get the name of them just in case. But sometimes I do forget. Y'all know I'm old, right? Okay, so it's Blue Hand Cart. Blue Hand Cart is the seller on Amazon. You get 24 sheets. They are 7.9 by 13 by 4 in size, each sheet. You get 24 of them in different colors, and they will allow you, if you have the Cricut Maker, to cut with the fine point blade. Okay, so that's the pink. I probably should have made these in red so I could have another color. And then you just apply your hardware. Now I'm not going to apply the hardware, but you can get the hardware at Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobbies. I'm pretty sure Walmart has it too. I haven't checked Walmart before. These are actually the hardware pieces that came with my sublimation earrings, so I am going to have to replace them. But this hardware is already put together, which is what I really love, because I have a hard time with little pieces. I have a hard time with little pieces, and they already come together. So all I have to do is just take my needle nose and pop them inside, and then just open it and put my earring there, and then I just take my finger and close it. But you can use your little needle nose to close it back, and just that simple, guys. You have your earring. Okay, just like that. And like I said, you can do this where you do both pieces and then use fabric glue if you want the front and the back to be the same. And then you could glue them together like that, so that regardless to what side the earring is on, or turns around on, both sides would be the same. And you can make these in all different colors, guys. Isn't that cute? That is so cute. I'm going to take this off because I am going to use them for a different pair of earrings, but I just wanted to walk through the process because it was so simple and so easy, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And because Valentine's is coming up, I wanted to create a couple of different tutorials on things that you can make for Valentine's. The next up, I'm going to work on the boxers, and that's probably something I'll do a tutorial on today with cute little phrases that you can put on the boxers. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put these back in here and pop them back in my bag for my sublimation earrings. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's simple. Check out Blue Hand Cart for their leather. 24 sheets. They're 7.9 by 13.4 in size. And like I said, you get so many different colors Um, do it that way. So many different colors in here that you can actually use. And I think if I'm it's 24 different colors, so it's not two of anything. It's all different colors from what I can see. They all are 24 different colors. Okay. Yep. Um, what else? That's it. So you just need for this particular project to make these earrings, you only need your faux leather. Okay. And you're gonna need the hardware. And I showed you how to design it in Cricut Design Space, okay? But I could also have done this in Microsoft PowerPoint. Y'all know I'm a Microsoft PowerPoint fan. But I could have also done them in Microsoft PowerPoint, but I've shown you how to make them in Cricut Design Space, okay? And that's it, guys. Make sure again that your mat is really, really sticky. If it is not really, really sticky, that cutting machine is going to pull it in and eat it up. Okay, and you don't want that to happen. So make sure your mat is really sticky. I'm using the yellow, the pink mat for fabric. Okay, but you can also use the purple mat, which is for the strong grip. Okay, um, and I showed you how to adjust the settings in Cricut Design Space so you can use the fine point blade and you don't have to run out if you don't have the rotary blade and buy the rotary blade. For me, the rotary blade takes too long because it's constantly going down and trying to get that circular motion or different shapes. Oh, Jesus Christ. I could not. I could not with the rotary blade. All right, guys, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Hey, if you're currently subscribed to my YouTube channel or following me via Facebook, I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me via YouTube and also via Facebook. I really appreciate you guys. If you are seeing me for the first time and you like my method of teaching or someone told you about me, then please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you would like to join my Facebook group, Candoris's Cricut and Creative Crafters, then please send me a Facebook group request to Candoris's Cricut and Creative Crafters because it is a private group and we'll get you added into our group. Okay. And yeah, that's it, guys. I am starting my 4-day weekend today on this Friday because we do 10 hours a day, 4 days a week now, and I am absolutely loving it. Okay. All right. All right, guys. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. And you guys have a great day. Bye.